All right, what's up, people? Hold on, let me make sure y'all in though. Let me make sure y'all in. All right, what's up, people? Hold on, let me make sure y'all in though. Let me make sure y'all in. All right, what's up, people?
Bax? I
Hold on,
see
let me
you.
make sure y'all in though. Let me make sure y'all in. Oh no, we ain't doing that. What you doing, bro? All
All
right,
right,
what's
what's
up,
up,
people?
Bax? I
Hold on,
see
let me
you.
make sure y'all in though. All right, here we go. All right. Now we know what we looked like last week. I ain't really gotta go. I ain't gonna go too far into it. I'm gonna pull up some film just to give like a quick comparison. We were talking about Jalen in regards to, I've done everybody, but we've been talking about Jalen in regards to Dontari Poe, like his positioning, communication, which we saw was an issue. They were kind of timid with the communication, and then also a lot of waiting. Like this was last week's film. Just to give y'all a quick I guess, intro or synopsis into what we were doing last week, right? Now, first off, before I even get into this fully, shout out to number 4, man. I hope y'all still praying for him. That was a devastating injury. But something in me, I don't feel too bad no more, man. Something in me feel like it's going to work out in his favor. But as you can see here, we saw a lot of hesitation out of Jalen. And before we even get into any film of this week's game, I want to say like both him and Dak, like I grind Jalen up, I grind Dak up. I really will. But I do like them as players. I'll say that first. And it was very, very, I'm an old head to them, so they young bucks to me, but it was very comforting and encouraging to see the way he embraced the change. Like you can see here, both him, even Xavier Woods. I think he had a better game too. But Jalen may have had one of his best games I ever seen on film, and I'm not even playing. He didn't get any interceptions or anything like that, but the way they used him and the way he executed everywhere they asked him to be, I never seen him do this much. You see here he was hesitant last week. I wanted to show that just so you can see that I'm not just like congratulating them for doing just nothing. You know what I mean? When you see how much space is there, that's a lot of waiting and hesitation, and they're keying in on the wrong things, right? So, without further ado, I'm going to get into this week's film. Let me take you to it. I just wanted y'all to see that, and we might come back to it. But you saw a lot of space and opportunity. Excuse me. This is a new setup, like the new way I do it. You'll see a lot of the footage that I have that's cut up in here too, because of the way I have to do these zooms. But it's all good. But all right, let's go. All right, on this first play is just a quick coverage play. I just wanted to show that he was solid in coverage. He wasn't, like I said, he wasn't knocking down passes, but he was solid in coverage. A lot of times they didn't even go after him because of that, right? But pay attention to the communication pre-snap. Both him, Joe Thomas, even Francis Bernard when he got in, he started keying off of the pulls. So they keyed on the pull on every play, I believe. Now he followed that guard right into the hole. You saw that? He followed Hernandez right into the hole and then got rid of him. He didn't just let him blow him up or just jump into him. That's what he was doing a week ago. And he was allowing wide receivers in the beginning of the season to block him, and people were looking at him like, what the hell is wrong with Jalen? I thought that maybe he was, injured. But you can see his play recognition is key now. Like, pay attention to number 82 because the Giants, yeah, and shout out to any team that uses my film. You see, he got blown up on that one. He remembered that though. Joe, a smooth dude too. I wanted to show you this one real quick. I know this is live, so sometimes I'm gonna pause it real quick. But he was keying in on 82 because and shout out to any team that want to use this film because I say that because 82 is like they're pulling tight end. They pull with them and they pull right through the B gap every time almost when they're running backside, right? Jalen figured that out early, and once he figured it out, it was the end of that. Like he just got blown up on one. I'm gonna show you again because I didn't put this in here because he was doing it wrong. I put it in here because this is where he recognized the play. Like he realized this after this blow up. He got blown up early in the game right here. Watch 82. Boom. Got him out of there, right? Jalen said, "Oh, never again." He must have been pissed off about last week or something. Joe, they tried on Joe right here. Watch Joe little dip. Joe, that's why I said he a smooth dude. This ain't a Joe video, but watch Joe. Joe dip. He missed the tackle, but he dips right under that. You know what I mean? So he saw it coming too. Jalen though, for the rest of this game, It was no dice. Like the reason he was able to stop this is because he was keying on 82 or anything that pulled. If something pulled, and this is how they'll try to trick him next week. They'll try to pull him and then trap him somewhere. But right now, he's keying on different keys and it's working for him. He's following those pulling guards or tight ends right into the gap, and he's not getting washed out in there. Whether that's them missing their blocking assignments or what, I don't know. But I've never seen Jaylon play quite like that. I haven't seen that. This is them pulling again. Jalen kills him this time. He blows his ass up and gets right into him. You know what I mean? Gets to the ball and so on, right? So watching Jalen adjust his not only his play but his level of aggression, that was key because I haven't seen Jalen play like that all year. He hasn't played like that all year. So we were thinking that maybe he was slowing down or maybe the scheme was too much for him. And who knows? Maybe they simplified things, but you see him there just filling his gap. But watching get Jalen actually perform inspired and play inspired football was huge to see. He played screens a lot better as well. You could see on these screen passes, every part of his game was just better. You can see on these screen passes, he's actually coming down with aggression. He fights off those blocks and just gets right to the ball carrier. He was not doing that last week. He wasn't doing it last week. He wasn't doing it this year. He was allowing these things to, be a deterrent. You block him and it's like over for him. You know what I mean? That wasn't the case this week. That's him playing screens. He got blocked in the back on that one. He drew that by just getting down there. They had to block him, so they blocked him in his back. You know what I mean? So again, I give respect where it's due. I eat crow when I got to. And in this game, I wasn't even really paying much attention to him when we watched it live. Look at Alden doing his breakdance moves on down there. But I wasn't even really paying attention to Jalen that much when I watched it live. I didn't realize how many plays he had actually made. He played a lot of inspired football, man, and I got to give him his respect. But this is him just killing these screens, man. Every screen pass they threw, every one they threw where the running back was his assignment, he spanked them. They didn't get nowhere on not one, and that never happened. I've never seen Jalen do that in the history of him playing ball. Haven't seen him do it. Haven't seen him do it. Haven't seen him stay there and like hold up his block, get rid of his block, and then go find the ball. He's been just like going into his gap and just happy to be in his gap and then not flowing to the ball. That wasn't the way he was playing today. Look at him following the pull and then not allowing Hernandez to even get on him. He disengages and sets the edge and just and kills it out there. And when they use him outside, they were moving him all over the place. When they used him outside, he was effective as well. And I'll show that at the end of this breakdown. You see Everson actually setting the edge, forcing things back into Jalen. This was the best I've seen Jalen right here in this play. He disrupts that pull so he can't get his body on Joe, and then he gets rid of the tight end right after that. And then makes the tackle. It would have been a good play right here. This was a good play right here. Right here. Just him getting in there in the backfield and disengaging or engaging with the guard and making it so that he can't get a body on Joe, right? That would have been good. And then getting into his block, that would have been great, right? But he gets rid of both and then makes the tackle. That is not something we've seen from Jalen. And you can correct me if I'm wrong, but that's not something we've seen from Jalen this year at all. I haven't seen that from Jalen at all. So I don't know what he was drinking, but keep drinking it. Kool-Aid, a Kool-Aid, whatever it is. There's this dip right there on his pass. His pass rushing was beautiful. That's that dip right there that we want to see. That's why I want him out there too. You cannot block that boy out there, man. They still make the catch on this one, but I just wanted to show some of the things he was able to do when he blitzed. This was on a 2-point conversion. He just flew down here and was just blowing shit up. Like the running back was his assignment. So he saw, okay, Freeman's I'm not going to let him release because I'm coming. And he came, even though they still scored that 2-point conversion, but he was playing like we want him to play. He was playing with reckless abandonment, but not just flying into the wrong gap fast. He was actually playing with his mind. And, that's what we want. This is a sack that he got here. I don't think this was a split sack. They gave Everson part of it, but this was all Jalen. That was on a stunt, though. But I think we need some new equipment, too, because of Tristan Hill going down, that going down. And then you saw Jalen here get his leg pinned under him. I'm going to show you again. Watch this. Right there. his leg locked right under him. Now I know I ain't I might be conspiracy theorying in it, but it's just a little bit too much of people's feet getting caught in the turf, man. I saw that and I said, well, damn, if Everson would have been a little more aggressive on that, like kind of pushing Jones down into him, that could have been ugly right there, man. And I saw his leg get caught. So maybe we need to consider what we wearing out there, because it's a little ugly. I ain't like that at all. I ain't like what I saw. I was paying attention to uh, just the way people were, guys were moving out here because of the fact that got hurt. I was just paying attention to everybody. I don't know why. Just the way I am. Tate ain't want no smoke on this. And that's the other thing. Like, your linebacker's supposed to scare people coming across the middle, right? Now, we wasn't scary at all last year across the middle or most of this year, right? Well, I guess we are now. They must have been paying attention to the way Jalen paying, but watch Jalen here. He like the Golden Tate said, man, fuck that. I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? He ain't want no smoke. He ain't want no smoke on that. But Jalen makes a good tackle here, man. He was in coverage. I'm gonna show you some coverage plays, but I'm not really going over the coverages or the pass rush from anybody else right now on this video, because this one was just about Jalen. I do have other video teed up. So what we'll do, we'll finish this live and I'll continuously go live today to get those other ones out, because I don't want to put them all in the same video again, because it makes these videos too long and nobody wants to sit here for an hour. And I'm not sitting and categorizing it for you either. So here we go. Let's watch this play again. All right, his options from the edge. We're about ending this too. But on the outside, when they use them, if that running back releases outside, he's going to cover him. If the running back stays in the block, Jalen gets the blitz. So this is like an option when he plays that 4-3 or that over coverage. That's an option. He can blitz if that running back stays in, or he cover if that running back's opposite side, it's not his responsibility. Then he's coming, right? If that running back's on his side and releases, he's going to cover him just like he did there, and you'll see the different variants of that, right? With every time they put him out there. So this is him doing it on the opposite side. You see that running back going, Lewis went in and he kind of created a log jam here. So Jalen comes, right? I just wanted to show how much of a log jam Lewis actually created. Look, he knocks down Everson there, then he trips out in here. That's the reason we didn't get a sack on this play. But look at the chaos, and this is just schematically. The chaos in the backfield is what we've always thought about when we looked at Mike Nolan, or when we think about Mike Nolan. We wanted chaos in the backfield, especially with all these pass rushers that we picked up. This was the first game I actually saw chaos. Like, it's just bodies flying everywhere, right? So any quarterback is going to be affected by that. I don't care who you are. You have to pay attention to the fact that you got a bunch of 280-pound guys just flying around you, man. They're everywhere. You know what I mean? So that was a big plus for the entire defense, not just Jalen. This is his last play here. I don't think he does much on this play. I think he just, they get run on this play. I just wanted to show you that they were putting him outside. They even put him outside with his hand down a few times. So I was happy with the game that I saw out of Jalen. And I honestly think that this may have been one of his better games that I've ever seen, period. And that's real. That's not because we won. That's not because we didn't, I think it was a disrespectful loss, winning to the Giants in the last minute, so it wasn't like we dominated. So it's not an exciting breakdown because we won or anything like that. It's exciting because we actually got to see some of the things that we feel like he was missing. I don't know what it was that was affecting his play, to be honest with you, because he corrected it all in 1 week. So I don't know what it was. I'm gonna go back and look at a few plays again, because I was talking through some of them. But it was interesting to see that he was able to read those keys a lot better than he did the week prior or weeks prior. And that was huge to me. Like, watch 82 again, man. Like I told you, he blows him up here. Jalen sees that. It's like, all right, man, I'm not going down like that no more. And you'll watch Jalen on the right here, even though this is a Joe play, even the way he's taking on blocks. He's taking on blocks and getting rid of guys. Like, look at that. He gets rid of Evan, like, man, fuck out of here, man. Presses him off one hand and then finds the ball. He falls on the ball, really. But he wasn't doing that before. He was just happy to get in his gap. And even though this wasn't his gap, you know what I mean? He was happy to get in his gap before. And now it's like he's happy to blow shit up. And that's really what we wanted to see out of Jalen. And just standing in there and taking on his block, but not being washed out. He wasn't washed out this game. So shout out to 54. Shout out to number 4. I respect the fact that he took accountability for the way he played. And that's all of them. Even Xavier Woods, I bussy balled him up last week. And even Woods definitely showed me, showed me something. So again, um, if they're gonna keep doing that, if he's gonna keep playing like that, I don't got no problem with him being in the middle. But he got to play like he played against the Giants. And I mean, reckless. You don't gotta win every battle. Like you see there, watch this play again. You don't gotta win every battle. You don't. But sometimes, man, just sometimes, show me that you actually know what you're doing out there and you actually care. You see what I'm saying? Like sometimes. Here we go again. Watch this. Look at that. Boom. Stands this guy up and then moves him. He ain't just like, so when I was saying he can't, when people saying he can't take on blocks, this is why I was upset. This is what we saw in his second year. This is what we saw from Jalen. Actually using his legs. He doesn't have to jump into these guys. You bring your base and get rid of these guys. He's strong as hell for no reason. He easily moving around 300-pound guys. So when you see a guy do this at this level and then go back to playing like just two-hand touch, see, look at that. Now he doesn't even make this play, but you see, this play is disrupted because of Jaylon. Watch this. Boom. He hits 78, and that stops 70 from being able to really smoothly get through this hole, right? So he clogs that up right there. Boom. And that sets it up for Joe. But watch both of them, because I was just showing you all that space between. I'm gonna show you again, but I was showing you all that space in the beginning of this video with Xavier and Jaylon both kind of bailing out of there against the Browns. Watch where Xavier is. He's right here too, pressing the pocket or pressing the gap. Like he's coming down there and pressing, taking on guards. You see what I'm saying? They weren't doing that last week. They were running from that type of action. And this week they was asking for it. So again, I'm not going to just come at you. I'm not a negative dude. I'm not going to come at you just to come at you and then get quiet when you actually start doing it right. No, I'm gonna give respect where it's due. And Jalen deserves respect for the way he played this week, period. But it's a week by week thing, man. It's what have you done for me lately in this league and in life, period. So, you can't just let it die here, man. Hopefully he can carry it throughout the rest of the season. And then hopefully everybody get through the rest of the season healthy. I know, that's not realistic that everybody gonna get through healthy, but he's one that I'm rooting for because, like I said, I was excited to see that he actually stepped up and went after it the way he did this week. So kudos to him, man. Kudos. All right, I'm going live again in a minute. So if you guys you got time, I got time. I'm doing coverages next. So yeah, that's it. Talk to you in a minute. Peace.